Recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. For Game 4 of the Major League Baseball World Series, the Chicago Cubs hit 3 long balls as they defeated the visiting Tigers 5-3. They've now tied the series at 2 heading into Game 5. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all postseason long.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, you can see by the results, we're right back where we started from. When you're tied after 4, Game 5 is always critical. You don't want to get stuck needing to win the final 2 to move on. So the winner of this one is going to get a huge leg up on winning this series.
The build-up to this one is just about over. It's time for all the drama of World Series baseball on MLB Network, and we'll have it all for you next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak. With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, Dero?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods, just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And now look out as Ed runs in and gets him, and a very interesting start to this one.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
In now, number 12. In there, now the throw.
1 ball.
It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, it's pretty frigid out there, and I don't know the science behind it, but it seems pretty difficult to get to full speed when it's this cold. Hard to say, but maybe that had a little bit to do with that caught stealing.
The 1-2. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And he'll put this away for the second out.
The catcher, Brian Mendel.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
the key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Just getting things underway here at Wrigley. Hard on the ground toward short. Gloved by Russell. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's such a great talent, the kind of talent that can dominate a game, a perennial all-star, and win some awards. He's one of the best in the game today, and he's always fun to watch.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Candelario scoops it up, and there's one away.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
To short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, the left fielder, Ted Williams.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Hey, that two-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well?
High and deep to left center field. DeMaria facing back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second home run of the series, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Number 1 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Second inning coming up, and the Cubs have an early 1-0 lead. At the plate, number 13. He stands in for the first time in this one. Scorched to third. Bryant's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder.
Striding into the box, Paul DeMaria. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 3-1. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Baez ranging into shallow right. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, J.D. Martinez.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail this one 1-0. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Ian.
High in the air out to center field. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Batting seventh, the catcher, Wilson.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
2 out, nobody on. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down. Leading off the inning, Jeimer Candelario, and they'll need him to get something going here. The 2-2. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first down.
Batting eighth, the second baseman.
So coming to the plate, number 9. He readies for his first plate appearance. The 1-1. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Tigers.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box, Matt Cullen. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting, number 1.
Now at the plate, number 1. He'll hit from the right side of the batter's box against the left-handed pitcher. Pitch out, nothing doing. 2 out with the man at first. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Number 12 would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1. A bouncer to the left side. Bryant is up with it. He'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Detroit. They still trail 1-0. At the plate, Jose Quintana. Now the 1-1 pitch. Slow little roller to third. Candelario gonna have to hurry, and that's out number
1. Batting ninth, the shortstop.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and the shortstop Addison Russell will bat next. Hit in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Di Maria, 2 gone.
Now batting,
Here's Javier Baez.
Javier.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line towards center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Yeah, maybe a shot here now with 2 away. They finally get another base runner on. He stranded 6 in a row prior to this point, so he's had his way with these guys for the past couple of innings.
Almora with an even count, 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Number 1 is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cubs strand 1. They lead it 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 12. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 3-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Standing in now, Brian Mendel. Strike taken. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. He'll throw down to first, 1 away.
Now batting.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Digging in for his second at-bat, number 13. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Williams sprinting after it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it into third base as on the F7 he gets in there with 2 away.
That was a nice job to track that one down to the alley because it definitely saved the run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
Settling in now, Paul DeMaria, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's 1-1.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knob.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
From the belt, the pitch. This is line to left. Williams is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Tigers get 1 here on 2 hits in the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. All tied at 1-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Center fielder going back on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Up next for the Cubs.
Well, that was certainly a tough play and worth taking another look with show track. Seemed to get a pretty good read off the bat, carved out a nice route, and ended up covering over 110 feet to make the play. I'm sure he's happy with himself about that one. Stepping in now, Chris Bryant. Slow grounder to first. Reined in. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony.
The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty 2-2.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Rizzo. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Sliced hard on the ground. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cubs are down in order. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Hit to short. Russell has it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, number 9.
Coming to the plate now, number 9, batting from the right side with the southpaw on the mound. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Into the box now, Matt Cullen. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll put the tag on him going to first, but the sacrifice is successful.
Now
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
In now, number 1. Hit sharply on the ground. Bryant's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Tigers leave 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strikes. Zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. This is line to left, and it was sinking on him a bit, but he's able to run it down anyway for the first down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Played on the backhand. And there are 2 away now.
The pitcher, number 62.
Riding in once again, Jose Quintana. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Number 12 is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. So striding forward now, number 12. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is going to get down out there and should get all the way to the ivy for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Oh, this is
Now
a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Standing in now, Brian Mendel, fouled off. The 1-2. This one's down to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, number 13. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. 2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Hit down the third base line. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting. The left fielder.
Digging in and looking for more, Paul DeMaria, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Here's the 1-1. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. That's out of here as it trims the bushes. Two-run shot to straightaway center. His first homer so far in the series. And with it, the Tigers have been staked to a 3-1 lead.
Hitting a home run in the World Series is special at any point. Hitting a home run in the World Series that gives your team the lead, that's something to tell the grandkids about.
Into the box, J.D. Martinez. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Almora. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The Tigers do get a couple, however, on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's now 3-1 Tigers. Here's Addison Russell. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone.
Center fielder, number 7, Albert.
Standing in, Albert Almora. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. In the air, down the left field line and deep. DeMaria has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone.
The left fielder, number 9, Ted.
Ready once again, Ted Williams. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Hit out towards second. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. They still trail it here 3-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. It's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Justin Wilson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. So digging in now, number 25. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Line drive to center field. Almora patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
The batter, number 9.
Digging in to try it again, number 9. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
The 2-1 home. Sent out to straightaway center field. Almora in pursuit. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The pitcher, number 26, Matt.
Now here's the Detroit pitcher, Matt Cullen. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there. And that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Therefore it is Russell, and Addison makes the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Here's Chris Bryant now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single knock.
Oh, and he misses it. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Yeah, it looked like an easy play from where I'm sitting, but I think he took it for granted and basically whiffs on the darn thing, allowing the runner to move to second on a 2-base error.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. And this one's in the dirt. The throw will go to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The 3-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. Scoring is the runner from third, and that'll cut the lead down to 1. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he does.
In now, Ian Happ. Happ with a 2-1 count now. Split-fingered fastball, but that misses, and it's 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Martinez moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The catcher, number 40,
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 2-1 is a breaking ball in off the plate. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Maria is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The pitcher, number 30.
Jason Hayward will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 22. Jason.
Fastball just inside. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. 7 complete here tonight. It's the Tigers 3 and the Cubs 2. Steve Cishek has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 43.
So back at the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, number 1. He comes into this at bat 0 for 2 with the hit by pitch. Zero. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 1-2 on the ground up the middle, and a dive, but it's off his glove, and that should go as a base hit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job, but any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Runners off for second. Pitch strike 3 called. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
I like the aggressiveness with 2 strikes to put the runner in motion. Sometimes that can backfire, and it can turn into one of those strike him out, throw him out double plays, but he was able to get there safely at second.
Next up for Detroit, Ryan Mendel. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Pedro Strop gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. Number 13 will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
He pulls this one into right. And that'll get down out there. Long throw to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting. Byron Carter will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Byron Carter.
Number 51 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Now at the plate, Addison Russell. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
So one gone here in the Chicago eighth, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 7, Albert.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Still down by a count of 4-2. Stepping in, number 25, switch hitter back. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Happ is after it. He's there and records the first down.
Now batting, number 9.
Ready for another shot now. Number 9. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Waiting on it is Almora. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Domingo Ayala will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Domingo Ayala.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The batter, number 1.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, number 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Williams is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. Tigers lead this one 4-2. Number 41 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 41.
Digging in now, Ted Williams. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Center fielder going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting.
But we just witnessed a really nice running grab in the outfield, worthy of another look with show track. Had to go a long way, 115 feet according to the data, and of course the route was top-notch as well. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Bryant. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left, and he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Anthony Rizzo, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Hit in the air down the left field line. And that's going to do it as the catch is made, and the Tigers are going to take a 3-2 lead back home for Game 6. They take a pivotal victory here on the road as this one is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
Four to 2 the final score tonight. Detroit pulled ahead 3-2 in this World Series and are now just a single win away from a championship. Matt Cullen earns the victory on the mound. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the big